Okay, so Minecraft. I'm legitimately not sure what I want to do today in Minecraft. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to play Minecraft actually, so I'm kind of like in one of those moods where I'm just, I don't know, just there. You know how it is in the morning when you're just like, yeah, I don't want to get up. Well, that's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. So we're gonna take it easy. Okay, so plan of action. So this is kind of like what we could do. We could work on like some easy stuff like this pathing kind of thing. Like it would be quite nice to finalize this part of the path going up here in this direction, going across here, and at some point we'll come to that part of the mountain and kind of like come up with ideas. So we could do that. Like, that is a good option, I guess. There is a cat down there. So I guess that is kind of option number one. Why do I have dripstone in my inventory? Not quite sure. So I guess that's kind of option number one, is this path down here. Option number two, which is vastly becoming the same as what this kind of garden option was, like putting it off until for all time. Option number two, I guess, is working on the villager trading hall. Do you know what? I kind of like playing Minecraft when I'm giving you guys options of what to do. I know last stream we didn't, like but that was because it all stemmed from the same viewer-driven kind of content. I don't know why I've just suddenly got hot, probably because I've drank some coffee. I'm like in need of thirst. Not thirst. Coolness. I know what I mean. So, option number two is to do the zombification machine for the villagers, or like start work on that, like plan out exactly where it's going. I think I know the ins and outs of where we're going to put it. We're going to put it down here. I'm probably going to get rid of this pillar now, actually, and well, we might move the pillar. Do you know what I've just noticed? I must have redstone above there, because that's smooth stones up at the top. So, yeah, it would also mean, you know, this is quite a big project, right? Like, turning this into a living quarter, an area that we can use and utilize and kind of iron out a little bit to get rid of, like, say, those little dips on the top there where mobs can spawn, and, you know, just kind of spending time to focus in this area is quite a big ask. I've only just noticed this little bit here, actually. So maybe we just shave away some of this gravel. I kind of want to know. I want to know how far it goes. This is a lot of gravel. This is good. That is actually something that I wouldn't mind doing at some point, getting like a gravel farm or something. Do I have a full inventory? Of course I have a full inventory. I'll tell you what we'll do though, so we can pick up the gravel, because the gravel is way more important than any of the junk that I've got in my inventory. Why is gravel important? Concrete. I kind of wouldn't mind having a concrete machine at some point. But anyway, yeah, so there's little nooks and crannies all over everywhere in here. What else do I have in my inventory? I've got glowstone, I've got the maps. Oh, I must have been working on... Yeah, I know what I was working on. Bow stuff. We'll turn those into dispensers shortly. Ooh, is this a pathway? No, it's not. I wanted to see if there was like a little bit of a cave here. So we do need to also... So this leads me on to option number 3, which is connect up this cave here with the beekeeper's hut. And I think I'm probably going to use this pathway down here. Unless there's like another one that kind of goes in a similar direction. There isn't here. But I mean, eventually we will be turning a lot of this into passable terrain and things like that. So we might like fence things off, like visually fence things off, so then there are like caverns that we can't enter, that sort of thing. But yeah, so this would be option number 2, is kind of like turn this path and make sure it goes in the correct direction to link up with the super secret hidden underground bit. And this is probably going to be this is probably going to be tedious as well. In fact, all 3 of these at the moment are tedious. Actually, no, the option 1 isn't. But 2 of the 3 options are pretty much pathways. It's internal pathways and external pathways. But this is more about practicality, right? So turning it not necessarily into a path that looks good yet, but just like getting the path in place so that we can then make it look good. Yellow wool. I've got some stone here. You know, I'm just going to put a lot of this junk in this chest here. I'm going to be looking for it later, and I'm going to get really annoyed because I don't have anything where I want it. But sod it, it's fine. We're just... I think I'm going to start embracing the chest monsters, unfortunately. At least until I get a proper sorting system. Don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of sorting system. You know, while we're kind of like setting up, let's go and sort out my levels. Okay, so those are 3 options. So like I said, option number 1 is the path external. Option number 2 is villager work. Option number 3 is under pathways. And option number 4, I guess, would be internal. Finalizing the internal structure in here. So making sure that this whole base kind of links up. It's mainly up here, and this corridor. I mean, I'm pretty pleased actually with how this looks. It looks a little bit more modern than I was expecting. So yeah, option 3 is involved with this in here. Alright, so linking this up with an actual cave network. I mean, we do have these pathways here. This pathway is probably too close to the surface. We'll probably close this off. We'll leave the torches in, but we'll just like block them off just because they're too close to the surface. Unless... Actually, no, we'll probably leave them open. But we've also got this whole area here. The reason why we'll keep it open actually is because this will probably link up. This bit will link up with the... well, this is pretty much where we're going to have the wool farm in there. So, no, I didn't mean to do that. There is a way down here though. So, potentially, this is the correct path. But I don't think there's a direct way. I mean, we were searching these caves quite a lot last stream, and I generally don't think that there is actually a direct pathing network that links us to our cave, so we do have to do some mining. So those are the 3 options. 4 options, sorry. I'm really 100% not sure which one I want to do. I've kind of got the motivation just to mess around today and not really put too much thought or effort into what I'm doing, just because, like I said, a little bit of a headache. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I guess... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull the trigger. We're going to do the villagers for a little bit. Unless someone decides that we should be doing something else. in chat, I'm gonna start work on these villages because it's kind of just like one of those backbone projects that needs to be done that I'm kind of been putting off for a while. It's kind of like the garden, right? You just need to start pulling off the plaster at this point. Though I will say I need to do this on breaking 3. Well, that's okay. I was kind of hoping for maybe getting a mending thing, but it doesn't quite work like that, does it? Oh yeah, there's an arrow in his butt. We do need a mending book to go on those pants. I don't have very many emeralds left. I think that was because we were trading for things last stream. Can't remember what it was, but it's fine. Probably redstone stuff, right? There we go. Sure. How much is a mending book? Yeah, you see, this is why we... Yeah, I'm definitely going to work on villages today then, because that's quite an expensive mending book. So if that's the case, let's go and sleep, and then we'll start like kind of marking out different places. I mean, like I said, there are like kind of four major options that I can kind of see. Maybe we should do a poll at the beginning of every stream, like to say what I want to do, because I'm always like, I don't know what to... Well, maybe not every stream, it's just like every so often there's like things that I want to work on, but I just can't be bothered to start it. Like, it's starting it, right? That's the problem. So I guess like this pathway is definitely also a problem, is the fact that I started the pathway, so the pathway's done, but it's everything around the pathway that I need to change. Like, it's the terraforming. So the pathway is kind of how I want it now. So I guess that's option 1. Option 2 was the villages, moving the villages. Well, actually not moving the village, but designing a... Oh, it's going to be more redstone. Designing a villager zombification machine, which actually might be quite tricky. I have done them in the past, but I don't know whether it would still work the way that I'm thinking it would. I think it should still work. I don't see why. So, zombification machine. Is that, or we design a new zombification machine? Maybe we can come up with options and just template it. It'd be quite fun. I'm a little less reluctant to do train track work on stream than like full-blown redstone, just because train track stuff is a little bit easier in my head, I think. That's where I stole the clock from. I was wondering why I got a clock in my inventory, or had a clock in my inventory. I stole it. Well, we put it over here, so let's go and put it back. So option number 2 is the villages, which is what I'm thinking I'm gonna go with. So let's start having a look. Let's see what we need to start accomplishing. So I need to go and get a bunch of stone, because we're gonna go and replace all the diorite, all the granite, all the dirt, and andesite as well, and we're gonna replace it with just plain stone. I'm probably going to pull down this entire pillar. So this is actually quite a big project. So I think today it's just going to be terraforming this tiny little corner here, and making room for it. Then we need to figure out, number one, block placement for the villager breeder so that we can use it, or I can use it, right? Nice and easy. I don't want it to be an automatic villager breeding thing. I want to put input in and then have an output. And I think I'm going to be a little bit smart with it. And I know I shouldn't be smart. But I would like to dispense the exact amount of carrots it takes to make one villager by a click of a button, right? So I think that's what I want to do with the villager breeder. I know how villager breeders work, and we can easily do that. I just want to make sure that the villagers get the exact amount. Instead of me just like standing on the pit edge and throwing in like, here, have 33 carrots, then they've got like 100 carrots in their inventory, and then they're just throwing it down and they make like 1 million villagers. Instead of doing that, I want to make a more precise thing. Hit a button, carrots go into the villager's inventory, and they breed. It's as simple as that, right? And then the new villager goes off to a chamber. Okay, this starting to sound a little bit more complicated, but it shouldn't be. That's not necessarily what I want to work on today. But I think that's what I want to lead in for. So, we need things that we need, and I might get signs just so that we can work this out. Things that we need is we need to be able to mark out a placement for the villager breeding system and its redstone components. We need a station to stand. Oh, do you know what we could do? We could make it all kind of like out of glass. We go on stand in a destination. We hit one button. The villagers breed to a baby zombie, and it drops down into a chamber and into a holding station. We hit another button. A minecart is dispensed, and the villager then gets zombified. Or actually, no. The minecart is dispensed, and then then the villager goes ready to be zombified. We hit another button. Bring the zombie up, zombify, bring the zombie back down, then we can heal, which is going to be right next to the button systems. And then the fourth one is either then we can bring the zombie up, heal them again, and like just keep testing and testing and testing. So that would need job blocks. In order for us to do that, we need to be able to place job blocks down as well. So that would be item swappers, depending on what we need to do. Well, I guess in that position, we just put a job block down, so then we can pick the villager, right? So we can job block them. Hey, Sign, how's it going? And then from there, it then goes off to like once everything's done and we've got the jobs locked in and everything like that. We've done all the zombification that we needed to do, and they've been cured multiple times, or however many times we need to do it, or if we don't need to do it, they need to then go to a secondary holding place where from there they can go into the final places, right? So it's going to be like a big rail network, and we need to make sure that we've got space for all of what I've just said. The thing that I want to work on today is the zombification machine, because that is potentially the most complex part of the system. It's either that or the villager breeding system. Those two are probably the most complex. So that's kind of what I want to work on today. Well, like I said, that's still option 2. So if you guys want me to go and do some decorating outside instead of this, tell me now. Tell me now before I get into this. I'm still not 100% on what I actually 100% do want to do, so. Yeah, hey Sign, how are you, my dude? What have you been doing? You making another portal for going to the stronghold? Nice. Yeah, that's something that I do need to kind of like sort out, because my stronghold is so far away, so to get to the end, it takes ages. We kind of saw that, like, not last stream, but the stream before, I think. Oh, I didn't want the carrots. You idiots. Actually, I did kind of need the carrots. Let's go and put the clock away as well. Game? Hold on a sec. Can you put item frames? I mean, I don't know why you would want to do this, but can you do item frames behind chests? Ugh. Without the chest falling off. I guess that takes up the full... Yeah, okay, no, you can't do that then. I mean, it might work with chests, though. Because the chest isn't a full block. Minor block 4 to 5k blocks away. That wasn't one of the options, Cyan. Stop trolling. I don't know why. I'll go through the options in a sec. True, but that's my distance, so yeah, never put. Okay, let's go and put my second pair of fire protection trousers. I didn't realize I have 2 liars. Oops. Put those away. And we'll have the projectile protection on. I think that's going to be better. Mind you, that means that we... do you know what I just realized? My helmet isn't fully complete. It's only breaking 2, protection 3. Do you want some more carrots? Do you want some more sticks? No. Okay, so let me go through the options again, chat, because I realize I was probably talking, you know, too early. So option number 1 is to begin work on this path here. When I say the path, it's like just like little side bushes, little things on either side, maybe just to give this path a little bit of life. This path, and when I say this path, I mean like not just this bit here, but also going all the way up to the main road. Right, so that's option number 1. Option number 2 is the villager trading option that we've kind of got. So, starting to work on the villager zombification machine. Option number 3 is another pathing system, which is over by the bee hut over here. Because obviously the last couple of streams we've been working on the interior in here, and we've now got the super secret hidden passageway that nobody's allowed to know about. We need to connect this up with our main tunnel, so that would be option number 3. Again, more tunnel work, more digging kind of thing. Option 1 and 2 are very similar. In fact, actually, option 1 and 2 might blend into the other. I guess, no, actually, no, probably not. So yeah. And then option number 4, I guess, is to work on the hallway here and the subsequent upstairs, which I can't get past because the villager is in the way. And then the subsequent upstairs here. And just finalize this build interior-wise. So that's option number 4. I'll be honest, that's probably my least favorite option out of all of the options, is doing the interior, so I might even veto that, because I'm really not feeling inspired at the moment for interior building. I kind of want to just... I kind of just want to do something mindless today. Mindless, not mineless, because we're playing Minecraft. That would be silly. If I wasn't allowed to mine on Minecraft, that would be weird. Ow. I also do whatever. So I collected villagers for trading. I've also got to do a raid farm. A raid farm, yeah. I don't think I'm quite that. I mean, I probably could do a raid farm, honestly. I don't really have a place to put a raid farm at the moment. And I don't know where I would put a raid farm. I do need a raid farm, though. But I think, I'll be honest, with a raid farm, I'd probably look up a tutorial. I have done a raid farm in the past, but it was kind of like half of my own invention. So there was like redstone elements that I added to it. But the actual raid farm mechanics, how the raid farm worked, was from more or less from a tutorial. I changed things to make it work for what I wanted. So I have done a raid farm before. So I probably would get like a tutorial for a raid farm, I think. That's kind of like one of the big farms like that. I think I need either a tutorial or a new brain. So yeah. Right, shall we start digging? Let's just finish. Not quite sure what I've got. There's that. Oh, I know why. Oh, that was a lot of chests. I did not mean to make that many chests. Fine. Whatever. Oh yeah, I wanted to test something. Is that gonna pop the item frame? I actually don't think it is gonna pop the item frame off there. So you can rotate the item frame. So that's a really cool way of hiding a door switch. So instead of having like the maps, we need to remember this for next time. I didn't know that that was a thing. So instead of having the maps there, what we could have done, we could have put like a chest here and then gone behind the chest and like just hit the trigger, right? So that's interesting. I didn't know that you could do that. Good to know. Good to know for the future. More secret hidden entrances. So that these sort of tricks, you know. I of course do want to use like a trapped chest kind of trick at some point. I think that would be pretty fun. Just have just a trapped chest and figure out a way of doing a new system. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I generally didn't know that you could do that with the chests in front of the item frames. Did you know that, Cyan? Is that something that you kind of had came across before? That you can put the chests, a filled item frame and then a chest in front, and then still access the item frame. I wonder if... So with these glow... Because I haven't really used these that much, let's be honest. Why would I even try that? That's a good point. Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I just realized these glow item frames. I'm wondering if they're gonna fix the lighting issue we've got for... in there. Maybe we get a glow lighting. It's little things like this that give me distractions and then I never get done what I want to do. But like I said, I think today is just going to be a little bit of a just find odd jobs to do, actually. I don't know if I want to do anything huge. We'll just mess around with like knocking down and doing stuff. So I'm curious. Not that one. I want a glow lighting frame. Ah, there we go. That's a way to get rid of the lighting bug, then. Nice. Okay, so now it all looks the exact same all the way around. So we just needed the glow lighting item frames. I completely forgot that the glow item frames were even in the game. I forgot it. Yeah, so we could have put like an item frame there and then just like rotated it around. I think that's actually a really cool little feature that we can do. Let's just make sure it still works now that I've messed around with it. Yeah, we're still good. Still good. I really love this. I love this little contraption we made. Potentially, that is probably some of the best redstone I think I've ever done. Just because it's kind of simple. Like, it's simple, but it looks complicated. It looks complicated enough for it to be, you know, but it's pretty simple. Yeah, it's kind of like the beauty of this one. So this one is a very, very simple redstone device, but I kind of like it because it works. I mean, this is effectively, this is what gave me the idea of doing it the way that I did. The double extender from both sides kind of thing. Okay, right. That's it. We need to do it now. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just like start shaving away little bits around here. I think let's empty out my inventory before we start doing this. I think where I'm gonna start, I don't know whether we should start with the floor or whether we should start with the walls, like the roof kind of thing. We could start at the top and work our way down. He's got a poppy. I've never seen them hold out a poppy before. I'm learning all sorts of things about Minecraft today. I mean, I knew that they had poppies because they drop poppies, right? So it makes sense, but I've never seen them actively hold out a poppy to a villager before. I've just seen them wander around like this. I've never seen them hold one out. Yeah, I knew they had, like, poppies. I knew the poppy... But obviously they drop poppies, right? When you kill them. But I just thought it was a random drop. Didn't realize that there was actually a mechanic where they hold out poppies. They need to do that more often then, because I'm sure I've never seen it. You know what? You learn so much about Minecraft when you're playing Minecraft. I don't know, maybe today is just a day of... I just throw poppies at them. Do they pick up poppies then? Do they pick up poppies? Oh, I want to know. I want to know if they pick up poppies. Because I didn't throw that poppy. He's generated that poppy. He's made it himself. I want to test this. We have a stack of arrows again. I really wish you could sell the arrows. Or actually do something useful with those arrows. I guess we can sell them. We can turn them into... Does he pick it up? I don't think he does. I don't think he does pick up the poppies. No, he doesn't pick it up. Oh, I'm disappointed now. Sad. Yeah, I'm sad. Right, okay, we need... So what do we need here? So I think the first thing I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to rip down this pillar. because it is kind of in the way. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting some more of these pillars back up. Maybe we rip all 3 of these out, and then we can, like, put them up at the end once we've kind of done this. Secondly, I probably need to close off that gap at some point, but I'm going to leave that until one of the last things to do. See that? Yeah, we cover it up in some, like, big way or something. I don't know. So, something that we've got to watch out for, that looks like that's redstone, so I'm probably just going to cover that up and not touch it. Because what would even that be? So what? 18 by 1 minus 194. 18 by minus 194. Like, I can't think what farm I've got that's using that redstone. Because I think I was using the smooth stone as redstone blocks. So if I must have put it down somewhere at some point. But I can't think what sort of redstone I've put on different levels as well. Like, because it's obvious. What was it? Minus 9. It's in this direction? Oh! Wait a sec. Hold on. I know what it is. I forgot I had this here. Is it? Is it these? Well, all of this redstone will be pulled out anyway. Then. Yeah, he didn't pick up the poppies. That's... Is it there? No, it can't be. It's got to be in that direction. Something in this direction. Right? Yeah, it's something in this direction. It's definitely... It's not that then. So I've put something down over in this direction. Redstone-wise. This isn't redstone. This isn't redstone. But this might be the way that we get the villagers down. Oh, this is right by my tree. Right. Okay, I know where I am. Okay, so this was going to be a super secret entrance as well. Which works out quite well. I mean, like, it might be a matter of, like, super secret entrance that goes right into the villages right down there. Because the villages are going to be directly below us. I don't have the brain power to be able to figure that out, though, so we're not going to do that today. Okay, let's go and get... I'm going to get... do I want to take all of the stone here? I think I do. I want to take a big chunk of this stone. Even though... Actually, yeah, I'm going to take all of my stone here, because I have a feeling I'm going to need quite a lot. Even though we're going to take down those pillars, I have a feeling I'm going to need quite a lot of that stone just to cover up a lot of the holes that we're about to make. Okay, so let's take that pillar down first. Yeah, I know this is going to be really messy, but we've got a lot to put down. So, okay, so let's start. I am actually going to use this stone as scaffolding blocks. Now, in terms of the dirt, I'm probably going to mine out all of those little pieces of dirt just so that we can get extra dirt, so that you don't have to take it from the top. This is going to be quite a long process, unfortunately, I think. Nope. I wish I had, like, some form of lighting as well, so I'm not doing this in the dark, because I realise... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheese this a little bit, just so that it's not, like... Just so it's not horrible for you guys. Oh. I don't think that made any changes. Yeah, I'm gonna get quite a lot of, like, stone from this, so that's good. Okay, so now the rest should just be this pillar. There we go, cool. Okay, let's take this pillar down. I guess it's just like one layer at a time kind of thing. So question chat, has anyone been watching The Last of Us? HBO. Well, for America it's HBO. Has anyone been watching The Last of Us? The game. Not the game, the TV show from the game. I've been really enjoying it. I think a lot of people have been saying this though, right? Like, it's not just me. I've really enjoyed the game so far. Well, the TV show so far. Only first episode because the people I was watching it with, we haven't had time to see the rest, but it's cool. Have you played the game, Cyan? Have you played the game? So the remastered version is coming out on PC on Steam in March. So I'm generally, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm thinking I might stream it because The Last of Us has quite a significant. No, but I've seen people play it, so I know what it's about. Yeah, I'm the same, right? Like, so I've seen people play it because I never had PlayStation 3 when the game came out. I do have a PlayStation 3 now. I don't have a PlayStation 4 or 5, right? So I haven't played the second one either. But I know what it's about, right? Like, however, I've never actually played it myself, and it's been a long time since I've played the game. And because the remastered version is coming out on Steam, I'm like, oh, you know what? Now is probably the right time to play it. Because... do I want to save this glow lichen? Might not be a bad idea. Oh, but I don't have any shears. I'll tell you what, let's go and empty out my inventory anyway. A little bit premature, but we can get some shears if we do that. Because we should have shears. No? No shears? Okay, that's fine. But yeah, no, I watched episode 3 as it aired last week, and it's probably one of the best episodes I think I've watched in modern day television. It's not just... I think that this is the thing, when you've got like source material like The Last of Us, right? Like the actual source material itself is pretty strong. Like it's a good... It's not just a good video game, it's a good story, full stop, right? Like it's storytelling at its best, in my opinion, that is. However, you can still like kind of mess that up, right? Like, it's not necessarily like just because you've got good storytelling means that you can... Why did I come up here? Wanted shears, didn't I? I do have shears. I couldn't see them then, and then I was like, wait, why did I come up here? So it is like storytelling for me at its best. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? No. It's okay. We can go and pick up all this stuff that I've dropped down here. But they fundamentally changed things in episode 3. And there's a very good reason why they have changed things from the game in episode 3, right? So first off, the game, you can only really tell the story from like one person's point of view, right? That's Joel, he's the main character. Maybe Ellie as well. I guess you get to play as Ellie. But that's who you're seeing the story from, right? You're seeing it from Joel's point of view. Whereas the TV show isn't holding it. Oh, do you know what? I got the shears, and then I never freaking saved the glow lichen. The TV show isn't keeping itself limited to just what Joel witnesses, kind of thing. So it's kind of going a little bit. It shows a little bit more. So like episode 1, which you've seen, right? Obviously they go into more detail with Sarah. You get to spend half of that episode, that first episode, with Sarah herself, Joel's daughter, and then you get to spend time with Tess. You get to see things from Tess's point of view. You get to see her being beaten up by what's his name? I've forgotten. But anyway, like, you know, like, you it's not just about Joel. And it's definitely not about Ellie. Episode 1, like, you don't really meet Ellie until a little bit later. Oh, actually, no, because you do, because you see her being captured and, like, being tested upon. So you do actually meet her. You meet her earlier. But Joel... so you actually meet her before Joel meets her, right? So that's episode 1. Then episode 2... Yeah, and episode 1 kind of, like, ends on that cliffhanger of... She's infected! Then episode 2 kind of, like, picks up from that, like, quite well. But, like, I don't know. They seem to be... they're over-explaining things, but that's not a bad thing, because they're expanding on what's already there, and I don't know, it just seems like it's a very good way of turning a story from a video game to a story into a TV show. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if after The Last of Us, we start seeing more PlayStation exclusive games come out as like main stories. So, what was is it Purple Rain one? I know that's the Prince song, but there's something like that. Is it a zombie film or virus pandemic? Neither. Cheering. I guess the infected are zombies, but it's not a film, it's a TV show, The Last of Us. That's what I'm talking about. It's definitely not viral. So there's other sort of illnesses that you can get. Obviously, we all know about a virus pandemic, right? Like we've just been through one. There's obviously bacterial infections you can get. So a bacterial pandemic. But then there's something else, and this is what The Last of Us, the video game, kind of lent into in 2013. It's a fungal infection, and fungus is it's quite interesting because there's quite a lot of biology behind it. Your cordyceps, they're real. It's a real thing. Like these fungal kind of organisms, and yes, I'm saying organisms because it's all alive, right? It's all an interconnected, woven thread of like being able to. It's a hive mind. It's the Borg, basically. It's the concept of the Borg, but in biology. So this interconnected hive mind, which again isn't really in the game. Like, I mean, it kind of is, but they don't go into too much detail in the game, which is good. Like, you don't want that in the game, right? Like, you don't need it. But in the TV show, it's nice to kind of like understand the world that you're living in before everything hit. Not sure whether I should put that back, actually. Okay, so that's got rid of this pillar here. We'll probably still do some terraforming. So, how do I want to go about this? Because obviously I want to fill every... so I'm probably going to go from like here and just do that entire corner kind of thing, right? So you want to get rid of all the andesite, all the diorite, all the dirt, all the like pieces of... and just replace it with pure stone. I am going to leave the roof, I think, for the time being. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I can find that in the tunnels now, and that's where we can bring the villagers down. So that's actually a really good marker. So I think we should do the basin next. Now in the base, okay, wait, no, before I start messing around with terraforming, let's get some dirt. And we're going to mark out where all of the zombification machine is. But yeah, no. So have you seen have you been watching The Last of Us Turing, or is it not something that interests you? But no, it's not like running on the coattails of the pandemic kind of thing. The Last of Us was a thing before the pandemic hit. I am just gonna level off this a little bit more. Early. I haven't. Someone's mentioned it's pretty good earlier too. I mean, well, okay, so I haven't played the game itself, but I did watch someone else play it, like back in 2013 or 2015, when the game came out, the original game came out, right? So I watched someone else play it, and you know, I loved it. It's storytelling at its best. It's not just a good video game. In fact, actually, really, the actual video game mechanics of the game weren't really that great. Like, it's not, especially on the PlayStation, it's not something that I would personally go out of my way to go and buy and play. For that sort of game, you want a good story, right? And The Last of Us, in my opinion, is one of the best examples of good storytelling in video games. Bringing characters to life and this, that, and the other, right? Actually, you know what? I've probably got enough dirt. So let's start marking out where we're going to place this thing. I don't know. But yeah, no, basically, you start off in, you know, like 2000, like early 2000 kind of thing. And zombies attack, zombies take over the world, you know, it's generic zombie game. But the actual zombies are quite a bit different than what we normally see zombies, right? So like I was saying earlier, it's not a virus, it's a fungal infection that has taken control of these human beings. They've been turned into puppets and then been turned into, I guess, zombies. They're not traditional zombies, but they do try and bite you, they do try and eat you, and they are trying to turn you into other zombies. And if you get bit, you get infected. So right, yeah, so it's zombies, right? But done slightly differently. Done a little bit more realistically, I guess, in the sense of this fungus actually exists IRL. Obviously not on the level and the scale that it doesn't infect humans. It infects like ants and other insects and things like that. So this fungus gets into the brain of the ant, and the ant goes and pretty much does the bidding of the fungus and works against the hive, which is what the ants are normally in, right? So trying to infect other ants because the fungus just wants to spread, because that's what fungus does. It just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. And yeah, so that's the concept. That's what happens to humans. They get infected by the fungus, and then the fungus kind of, you know, spreads and spreads and spreads. And because humans are, you know, all over everywhere, it goes very, very quick. It's like impossible to stop. They couldn't stop it. So 20 years later, you're now post-apocalyptic world. You're in like there are pockets of humanity left, with like militaristic dictatorships, and a girl named Ellie is immune. And basically, the task of your character is to the raw basics of the story is man takes girl from point A to point B. That's the basics of what happens in the game. That's it, really. But interwoven into that very basic narrative structure is the most beautiful relationship. It's a love story, but it's not like a romantic love story. It's a father-daughter kind of love story. There's all sorts of like different themes with love going on throughout the entirety of the game, and that's kind of like how horrible it can be and how gruesome, what extremes people would go to because of love, and all that. And that's kind of what made, for me, the story so amazing, was the fact that they were able to kind of tell a very human story and be like, yeah, I would do that. And they make you do things, you know, that's kind of like morally maybe not right, but at the same time, you don't care, you know, because you fall in love with the characters as well. So that's the game. I'm probably overselling it. I'm probably making it sound better than what it actually is. I don't know, maybe I'm glossing it, maybe giving it a glossy feel because I don't know, nostalgia and stuff like that. I don't know. That is always an option. Okay, so I'm looking around here and I'm seeing this platform, this little platform here. So we've got another big dip down here. So I kind of want to create a walkway with this. So this is the first bit that we're going to like change from andesite to stone, right? So we want to get rid of all of this andesite and replace it with stone. So that's the bit that I want to focus on now, because I think this walkway is going to be important, because then we can get into our command center here, and I think we can nest the command center into the wall and then have all the gubbins sticking out and all the redstone on display, which is kind of the opposite of what I've done with the sugarcane farm. The sugarcane farm's all hidden, like, so you don't see the redstone. Well, you do see the redstone, but you know what I mean. And I think the original concept of this cave was that we were to kind of show off all the redstone anyway, right? So we want to show off our redstone, because why wouldn't you? So let's just go around and change all of this, I guess. But no, I'm thoroughly enjoying the TV show, honestly. I think they've done a phenomenal job. Pedro Pascal, you know, we know that he's got acting bones, you know, acting chops on him with what he did with The Mandalorian. And yeah, he's I don't want to say perfect Joel, but because Troy Baker is amazing as well, he did the original. Troy Baker did. He voiced the original Joel, but yeah. Oh, I'm out of stone already. I do have a feeling I'm going to run out of stone very quickly here. So I guess we're doing this until I run out of stone. We're going to end up with a lot of andesite. But yeah, anyway, the TV show is game adaptation done right. I think that sums up the TV show. I can't think of any other game adaptation that's made it onto into cinema pretty much in cinema history. I can't think of anything like film, TV, game, anything like that that's really made that transition. I've only got 38 stone left. So anyway, yeah, with The Last of Us game, when it comes out, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to do a playthrough of our own, just because it's been a lot. I mean, it's been a long time since I watched it originally when it first came out. I've never done a playthrough of it on like YouTube or anything. It would have been like the sort of game that I would have done as well, like when I first started YouTube 2015, like that's the sort of game that I was playing, so I guess we can do that. I'm not going to do it solely for YouTube. Obviously I'll stream it. We'll do kind of what I've done with Yakuza 0, even though we never finished that. I still plan on finishing that at some point because I do love it. But this is probably one of the bigger problems though with like games like that, is the fact that I never finished them. Okay, so we've got this little area set up. Now, what I'm thinking, we can build a pathway around this bit. The villager breeder can be up in this corner, right? So the villager breeder at this point is above us. We go down here, and this in here is the control room. So this is where the, actually nestled in here, this is where the villagers get zombified, maybe? Like, where the granite is, because I have a feeling that granite just goes on and on and on. Yeah, it does. Look, I've already started mining this out. That's how I knew that the granite was here. I don't know if I want to, like, do... Well, I guess this, like, just in there would be a really cool little area. Like, we could design a custom-made, like, villager zombification machine that kind of goes through here, maybe. Maybe some, like, glass ride for the villagers, or, like, storage tanks and that sort of thing. Or maybe this is just the command zone, like the control room and the actual... Well, the zombification bit has to be around here, I guess. Well, I don't need to replace any of this with stone then. Just gonna do that just for the time being, just so that we can get... So I kind of know what's happening. I don't have to, like, think about it. Dun, 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 dun. What time is it? Okay, so we've got about an hour until I need to do D&D, so we've got an hour worth of, like, mining and working gubbins and stuff out, like just terraforming. So like I said, mindless tasks today. I think that's for the best. I've got no coffee in there. Why am I... Whoops, what was that? Whoops. A little bit more watery coffee than what I normally have. I think I did the plunger too early on that brew, but it is what it is. Actually, no, I take that back. Oh, that's good. I don't know if I will ever reuse any of this granite. We could probably trade it with villagers, actually, for emeralds. I'd be reluctant to get rid of all of the granite, but most of this we can probably trade for emeralds. Probably should keep a lot of it, though, actually, because I never know when I might need granite. It's not the most used block that I used to love granite. I used to love it, but now it's just a bit too messy. That's the same with, like, andesite's the one that I prefer because it gives a little bit more of a lighter texture to stone. So I prefer andesite because it's similar, whereas, like, diorite is probably still my least favorite. Although I don't know, I'm learning to like diorite a little bit more because we've got more blocks that can blend diorite quite well, right? So whereas with granite, we don't really have anything that goes with granite. I guess the mangrove wood now probably works quite well with granite. We've got bricks. So, yeah, for this local build, I don't think I'm going to really be using granite that much, because I don't think I'm going to be using bricks that much. I guess it kind of works with mud, like the mud stuff. Not sure. Oh, we got some copper. Tempted to mine around the copper here. Oh, we got some oops, not andesite. Yeah, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered to play that game. Gravel, more gravel. This is a big copper vein. Nice. Do you know what I might have a look at doing? I might have a look at building that Pixel Riff copper converter machine, because I'm not gonna lie, that is a work of genius. I need to not be as stubborn when it comes to redstone, like adding redstone contraptions in my world. Like, I think if I am gonna use other people's designs and stuff, though, I do need to, like, find some way of saying, hey, this is your stuff, not mine, right? This is a lot of granite. Not granite, gravel. I am going to take all the gravel, though. This is a lot of granite as well. Is it still going deep down? Is this vein actually turned into like a second vein or something? Just like the two veins had touched. Touching tips. Because this is getting kind of silly. It's never ending. Okay, right. Let's have a look at this. Because, I mean, if we... I could keep mining all of this granite out, but we're kind of going off task now, I think. So, I guess we'll just, like, mine out this corner here, and then I might... Alright, we'll see. Actually, I'm not going off task. I want to mine out the granite. I want to see what we can uncover. I'm not doing the andesite as well, though. We'll just cover that up with stone. You know how I said, I like andesite more than granite. I'm collecting all of the granite here and leaving the andesite. Covering it up as well, so I can't find it. But that's fine. I mean, like, it's not going to be difficult to find these stones in the world. Like, they're literally, like, probably 20% of the blocks down here. Do I have... I don't. I do have the glow lichen, that's the only thing that gives light. So who's looking forward to D&D today? I'm really looking forward to it, actually. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't really... prepped something that is actually quite important. I just realized. It's going to be a little bit of a wingy session. Do I have any stone with me? No, no stone. Okay. Let's go and empty out my inventory and then we can go and get some more stone. Or maybe we just like keep going with the granite. I'm a confused bard. Yes. Yes, you are. No spoilers there. No, Buzz is joining us for this session. Just this session. We're gonna. I'm personally looking forward to it. I think it'll be quite entertaining. It'll be nice to have like someone else in just for a session, just as like a guest appearance. So Buzz is gonna be joining us. Oh, I didn't sort out the overlay. I was going to do an overlay, a special overlay, but I didn't. So it does mean that Buzz doesn't get on the overlay, unfortunately. To be fair, I've been really busy this week, so I'm not off of... You know the really annoying thing? I did it again, right? I had 2 weeks annual leave, 2 weeks time away from work, and I didn't do any of the stuff I wanted to do. Like D&D wise, I didn't work on it. Oh, I did. I worked on other stuff though that wasn't really like immediately important, but things that I'm like really excited to bring into the world now. Because we're getting to a point, almost, where the party is ready to move past the Golden Lake. We've probably got like 2, maybe 3 more sessions left around the Golden Lake. Depending on what they do. Hello. Okay, so I just found a new cave, so we need some torches then. Maybe this is one of the reasons why I should be getting rid of all these like big veins and stuff. So we find a more open area. Now that cave probably connects up with the bottom down here, I would imagine. Let's go and get some torches. Dun, 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 dun. I don't have any pre-made torches, so... Ooh, 48 should do, right? Okay, good to know. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 stacks of torches. I hope I won't need more than 2 stacks. I really hope I won't need more. We don't have any more stone left here, do we? No. Good. Things to do. Lurk till then. Okay, no worries, man. Oh no, that was the iron golem that was holding out the flower earlier. Oh. The one that was like super cute. Killed him. You monster. Oh, we've got more stone here, so I'm actually gonna empty out my stone reserves. Just because I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. Probably got more stone in like other random chests and stuff knocking around. Okay, let's keep going over here. Right, where are we at then? So it's actually only a small little crevice here, but it does connect up. I thought it would. It didn't connect up where I thought it would though, but I did think it was going to connect. So with the ravine in here, interesting. And I believe this is the way out from this ravine. So I will be utilizing this ravine at some point. Don't know what for though. We'll figure it out. I think this was the way out, wasn't it? Maybe not. I'm sure there was I like kind of dug myself a way out of this ravine. It's not this way. This is just a random cave. Maybe it is this way, actually. Oh, don't do this to me, Minecraft. Not today. Not today. Oh, there's a dirt block. Dirt block with a torch. So this is a dirt... That was an important dirt block. Here we go. Maybe. That's an Enderman dirt block there. Oh, I found another cavern. There's so many like little places, little crevices and stuff. Oh, I know where I am now. Okay. So we've gone completely in the wrong direction, but just... Have we? Yes, we have. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's so many things I want to do right now. Oh my goodness, it's so big. Why? This was the cave that I was like, oh, I wish we'd have built our super secret hidden dungeon in here. Oh my goodness, it's just so... I legit don't know what I'm gonna do. So this... I need to be able to find this again, because I want to utilize this geode. But right now, I've found it after getting lost. And I am completely lost. I've only been down this way once, and it is just a maze. This whole area... Like, the whole cave network is just, it's just, God, it's so easy to get turned around these days. In caves. And only put the torches on, like, one side of the caves doesn't really work anymore because the caves are so big. So wide. Hello. So that's more unexplored cave down there. There's more unexplored cave down that way. So I recognize this junction. Ooh, redstone. Yeah, we've gone down to deep slate level, which is not where I wanted to be. I don't think it is this way, but I'm going up anyway. Yeah, I was right. It's not this way. Oh, goodness sakes. I mean, this is going deeper into the freaking cave. A little bit annoying, but... I heard you trying to blow up on me. I recognize this area, and I'm sure, like, we're close to the exit, but if there's so many, like, undiscovered, like, caves from here, I probably didn't go that much further. Thought that was, damn it, glow lichen is so much of a cock tease. I think, oh, it's diamonds. No, it's not. It's just glow lichen. So it must be back this way then. See, when I'm going down a tunnel for the first time, I do have a habit of putting torches on the left-hand side. So the way out should have torches on the right. Hello. But it's not as easy to do that anymore. Yeah, okay, so it's up here. Because of the way that these cave networks are like kind of like connected and interwove and stuff. So that's stuff on the right. But then this is also stuff on the right. Like, these big caves do not help. Alright, I think it's this way. Negative. Okay, again, feeling like I'm recognizing this area. It must be. It can't be, that's dark. It's a dark tunnel then. Okay, hold on. Right, we're going back just a second. So there was a little bit of dark tunnel, and I have a feeling that I am actually quite close. And I just want to make sure that this is lit up. Because if this is underneath anywhere in my base, I want to make sure it's lit. So I think it's this way. Hello, we're back. Holy Mother of God. Why? That was, this is not where I thought I was going to pop out, but it's nice to see the cave again. Hey, innocent baby, how's it going? I don't think that's appropriate, sir. So you can go away. Get to know us first before you start telling us jokes like that. See, like, before you start going anywhere and saying jokes like that, like, get to know the room, you know. Feel the vibe for the room first. Very important for humour. The fact that I'm being very condescending to someone who's probably clicked off the VOD. You know what? Doesn't matter. Still got quite a lot of granite and stuff to mine out here. Oh, Jesus Christ, it keeps going. How far is this going? Okay, this is the end, right? Yeah, this is the last little bit. Good. Mind you, I've thought that in the past, and then it's just like carried on. Hey, Discount, how's it going, my dude? Are you looking forward to D&D? In 40 minutes? 40 minutes. Not bad, eh? I wonder if we will... Oh. Oh.
Well, you gardeners, I hate gardening.
Are you gardeners? I hate gardening. That's the, I think you're on the last regeneration cycle now. So I need to get with it and get the next load of subs up. Sub gifts. Thank you very much then, discount. That's 25 months, dude. That's a lot. Spent morning in the gardening. Are you gardeners? I hate gardening. I do actually hate gardening as well. So that's what me and the doctor have. Thank you very much, sir. I'd actually forgotten what that sub alert was. I'm not gonna lie, I'd forgotten which one that one was. Whew. So that must be the 25 and 26th month sub, and then after your 26th, 27, you get the what Kath and Janice have now is the you get that like the Masters regeneration. Which I still think is like my favorite. There you go, this one. 49 months. Yeah. Month. You mean that one? Yeah, I do. I spoke too soon there, really, didn't I? Thank you very much, Kath. Thank you, sir. I need to work on the new sub alerts, like the additional ones. Kath will never get those though. He's too far advanced. Too many months now. You won't get the new ones. You'll always get the Masters alert. Because we've got we've got a new alert. We've got a new GIF that I can use. But then by the end of this year, we'll have another new one that we can use. Another regeneration GIF. From Tenant to Shuttler. Gatwa, rather. Shooty. It has been a while since I've done. Yeah, you redo your badges at some point. I haven't. Yeah, I might have to have a look at maybe doing some more badges too, and like this sort of thing. I just don't. I'll be honest. I don't have the time. I realize that's kind of like an ongoing excuse for reasons why I don't do anything. Wait, have we got a slime chunk down here? There must be some form of slime chunk down here. That's the first time I've seen slimes form in the cave, though. So somewhere around here, there must be a slime chunk. What's the thing for chunk borders? Is it F? No, it's G. So it's either this, or I guess this chunk is a slime chunk. So one of these is a slime chunk. Potentially, they could have spawned in here and then kind of like walked the say itself around. So we've got a potential of this is a slime chunk or this is a slime chunk. If you hit F3, will it mention slime? I don't think so. Targeted block. I don't think it has anything about like your chunks in here, does it? No. Yeah, no, the chunk is 1 to -12 or -12 or chunk 1 to -13. So it's one of those is a slime chunk. But I don't think there's any way in F3 to tell. Unfortunately. I will try and remember that. It's by that pillar. But that's the first time I've ever seen slimes down there, so... They're probably spawning underneath, because obviously we've got, like, the big cavern. Right, hold on, let's, F3. So it's, chunk 1, 2, negative 12. So let's go and have a look at that in the cavern. Let's see if we can go and find that, see if there's a slime. See if we can find more slimes down there, because that will give us a big indication. It's negative 12. So this slime chunk? No, other way. Oh my goodness. Look what I've been missing. So this is potentially the slime chunk then. Yeah, you bastard. That made me jump. This one or this one? Okay. So we don't really have that much uncovered down here for... Oh, it's a bit of a vein. Oh, I saw a slime over here as well, so there's potentially a slime chunk over here as well. Okay. Okay. Did I leave ladders on this? I don't think I did. That's annoying. We died there, I think, one time, and it really annoyed me. Alright, let's go back up. There we go. I'm back. Okay, I want... So I want to just fill that in a little bit more. I don't need all of that stone though. Yeah, put that in there, kind of like a junk chest back here. So I know where all my stone is, and I can just find it. So that's all my stone I've got left. That's annoying. Alright, we'll take those. Okay, so we're going to fill in the floor a little bit here. And then we're also going to just widen it up ever so slightly. And then replace all of this andesite. And we can still, like, change the terraforming of this room, right? Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be this room. We can extend it as we need it. I'm just doing, like, the bare basics kind of thing. Just getting rid of the andesite, replacing it with stone. We can mess around with it after, like, when we're actually building in here. I think I'm probably gonna pull it back there and then like kind of create a boundary here, I think. So we do have a little bit of bit that I'm covering up there, which we might be able to access at some point, maybe. Should always work on, like, the roofing first, maybe. Just gotta make it look good. That's kind of all we need to... How many of us are about later? I don't know if Janice is, but I think everyone else is, right? Don't know about Janice. I never actually heard back from Janice, so we might be just missing Plum's character. But we've got a guest appearing today. I think she did have like plans. Janice did, but I don't know whether she was like, I might not be able to make it, so she didn't actually 100% confirm that she couldn't make it, unless she did and I just didn't read the message. So yeah, potentially not a Janice today. Guest star, absolutely. Only for this this session. Not a permanent character, but it's just so that I don't have to do like multiple. Because you've got 2 new party members, right? Oh yeah, Kath, you might not know this. You've got new party members. No. Kath, we replaced you, yeah. With a goblin. Unfortunately, the goblin's name's not Cathbris. Maybe it is, actually. I never actually came up with a goblin name for the goblin. Okay, see you later. Yeah, the... Last session was an interesting session. Let's just put it that way. Everyone convinced the goblin to join them. Actually, no, it wasn't everyone. I think it was Animal. Animal convinced a goblin to join the party for whatever reason. Animal was doing animal things, basically, and actually it ended up being quite an interesting session because of it. It's probably potentially the most funny episode we've had. Animal was left unsupervised. Yep, Animal was left unsupervised. Yeah, this is what this is what happened. And because of that, you've made some goblin friends. Like, trying to write the recap, because you know that little, like, recap thing that I do at the beginning of every session? Like, I write out, like, maybe, like, 2-3 paragraphs worth of things to say. Trying to write that out, trying to condense everything that kind of happened. Because a lot happened last session, but nothing happened. It was really weird. Like, trying to condense that into the recap for today's session. That was really difficult. It was like really difficult to be able to condense everything. I decide who my friends are. So far I have one in this party. The child? that child is still following you around. So Buzz is going to play the child today. The jug. We did say today that last session that we really wish that you were there, actually, because I think your character was just kind of like on autopilot, so it was there, like he was there, to kind of like just in the background, just kind of like pottering along again. For me, there was no logical reason to kind of like write you out that I could think of. So you were there, you're just kind of like in the background. It's kind of like on a multiplayer game where like player 2 has paused the game, player 2 has entered the game, kind of thing. It's like that kind of thing. You're still there, just on autopilot. In a drunken stupor. Yeah, pretty much. Just like been following along in a drunken stupor kind of thing. Occasionally. Actually, I don't think you really said anything. Like, if we get into combat, I just put your character on autopilot. I'll just like make them do like vicious mockery or something like that, you know. But we didn't get into combat, and we have had a long rest as well. So I need you. I need to remember to do something when we start, because I don't know whether I hit your long rest button in your character sheet. I can't remember. Oh. I also don't know how well that works in Roll20. Can figure out Roll20 again. I gradually Roll20 is getting better. Like, at least from the side of the DM, right? It's becoming easier. Like, even like since we've started playing the D&D, even like since we've started, it has actually, I've noticed a change. There's cool little features that they keep adding. That's like, actually this has made it so much easier for me now. Which is weird because Roll20's been around for a long time, so it's kind of like loads of little features that they keep adding, and it's like, okay, that's nice. I enjoy that. Shit with the character sheets. I do somewhat agree with that. That Roll20's character sheets are coded weird. I somewhat agree. However, for the convenience of me being able to drag and drop items just straight into your character sheet without searching or anything like that, that's dead easy. So that concept of being able to literally drag and drop things directly into your character sheet is great. So if I want to like modify a weapon, I can just duplicate that, like create an item myself and then just drag and drop kind of thing. That's so easy. Well, no, it's not a me problem, because I solved the problem by forcing you all on Roll20. So I've solved the problem. I put the burden on you guys rather than on me. So for me, like, I think Roll20 is very accessible with that, whereas with D&D Beyond, it's a lot harder to edit other people's character sheets. Like, it's up to them to manage their character sheets, which is fine. Like, I feel like that's an okay way of playing. That's probably what most DMs should do. But I'm a super controllive maniac, so I like to be able to have my own control. But yeah, I mean, like, for instance, the fire dagger that I gave to Plum, that was a that's a custom item that I've created, which is probably why it doesn't work. Oh no, the fire staff? No, the fire staff's an actual item from the Dungeon Master's thing. You can still edit the players in your campaign. Yeah, but you can't. So my point is that I can create items and then drag and drop them into your thing. So the item is its separate entity, right, that I've got access to. So if I want to give you all the exact same item, if I want to duplicate that item, I can. Get out of here, Jesus. Give me my gravel back. You can do that in D&D Beyond as well. Yeah, but I've already got Roll20 open. Why would I want another program open? Why would I want another program open? If I can do it all in the place where we're actually playing the D&D, why would I want to have another program open to do the exact same thing as what I'm already doing? Yes. Why would I want two programs? Because the other program does it better. I don't know about the... I don't think it does, because I would have to... For me to be able to do it in D&D Beyond, I would need to purchase the license to be able to do that, right? Like, you can't edit that. Can you edit that for free in D&D Beyond? To be a DM in D&D Beyond? And another thing that I would have to do with D&D Beyond, I would have to repurchase all of the digital copies for the stuff to drag things from. So then it's like, I've bought it 5 times now, because you can't swap them over. Build an encounter. Maybe you can. D&D encounter builder and combat tracker in one. Prep less and play more with creating encounter in seconds. Easily look up monsters, calculate combat difficulty. Huh. Okay, yeah, so you can go quite far with D&D Beyond. That's interesting. So you can do, like, character builder. You can build characters, but I don't know whether you can build items. Sources, yeah, so you can... Obviously, you've got to purchase all the source books before you can really start playing with things. Magic items. Create a magic item. Yeah, you can create a magic item. You're correct. But then would I be able to drag and drop that into character sheets? I'm having a play now. I've gone down a squirrel. Create. Magic item. I don't want any of these. Is this easier though? Got Dex bone. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same system. It's the same code. You can add modifiers. Oh, okay, so that's a little bit easier. Like, you can actually search for the modifiers itself, I guess. Oh no, no, you can't. No, this is all manual input. Yeah, so it's the exact same. It's the exact same way of doing it. I've built plenty of items. Yeah, you can. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, no, Genesis isn't going to be here. Yeah, interesting. But again, like if I can do the exact same thing in Roll20, where I've already got the digital copies of all the books I own, why would I want to buy the digital books again in D&D Beyond? Why would I want 3 versions? I've already got 2 versions of the same item. Why would I want 3? Okay, so I'm looking at this. This path now is looking good. This is going to be the control room for our zombification machine. So this is actually where the zombification machine is going to be. Right, so that's here. So up here is where the villager, the villager breeding thing is going to be up there. So let's get rid of that dirt and fill in some of this. Let's make it look a little bit neater. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'm just gonna like mine all of the dirt and then I will make the stone look neater. So we'll kind of like, yeah, we'll just mine all the dirt out of there, create its own little crevice maybe, and then we'll just polish it off. So like little bits like this. So maybe this could be like a maintenance area. Or maybe this is where the redstone is nestled for the villager. Whoops. For the villager breeding program. I'm out of music. Can I play that same thing again? Will it let me? Yeah. We start at 10. Start in 10, yeah, correct. Yeah, I'm just doing the last little bits here. We've all heard that before though, right? Like, just 5 more minutes. Oh, I missed a bit up there. That's annoying. I missed a big chunk. How does that look? Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Just that block up there. And then maybe a little bit on the top. Placing all of the stone down in order to place like one. Oh no, I don't want that. There we go. How does that look? Stand back a little bit. Okay, so it's looking a little bit nicer. It's looking a little bit nicer. It just looks a little bit more like kind of, you know, bare basics kind of thing. Okay. So I've kind of got the area of where we're going to build this zombification machine. The zombification machine's going in there. The villager breeder's going up there. Or maybe the redstone for the villager breeder thing. And then the villagers, maybe the storage tank could be up here, actually. That could look quite cool, right? So then we can have the villagers like drop down into a little pit here. You hit a button in the control room, they go up round the back, get zombified inside the room, then it comes back out and then ends up there. That could look quite fun. And what is that room like? Does that need a little bit of terraforming as well? Probably. I probably need to like smooth it out and make it less rough. There's obviously little things like this. All of this roof, I'm going to leave the roof for the time being. And then if that's the storage tank for the villagers, maybe we can do something with that. So then have them in storage so that all we need to do is hit a button and then like it just fires off the next villager. And then it like reloads, like kind of like a barrel of a gun kind of thing, right? Where you've got like multiple different bullets in the chamber. In the magazine. You hit a button and then obviously the trigger, and it triggers one of them and then automatically reloads on the same semi-automatic kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm being clear enough. So that can be here, I think, and I think that would work really well. I am just gonna fill this in just ever so slightly. We're not gonna fill it in loads, just a little bit, just to make it look a little bit nicer. But that is the concept, and I think we can make that look really cool. Then the villagers, maybe the villagers like kind of squirt out over here and they land like somewhere over here. Or actually, what we'll probably do, because down at the bottom we'll have like the trading room down here, right? So this is all going to be the trading room, all of this. All the way around this kind of like big circle, we'll just like create a big trading room. We can have different type of villagers in different areas kind of thing, maybe. But I need to figure out how many villagers I want, what type of villagers I want, because if we're gonna do villagers, right, we're gonna go big. I want this to be a big project, a big, sloggy, horrible, I hate my life project. So I'm talking all of the villagers that I could ever need, so then we never have to do it again, kind of thing. Because once it's set up, it's done. But I'm already liking that now. Like those little crevices that we've done there, it looks good. So it's ready for the redstone and the contraptions, I think. I might have to change these rooms a little bit, those little areas a little bit more. But for a start, it's a good idea. Yeah. "16 masons, 32 Fletchers." Why 32 Fletchers? So, ideally, I wouldn't mind. So this is that for like all the different types of arrows, maybe? Because the tipped arrows. That would be difficult to do. So we've got like fire. I've got fire resistance at the moment. That would be really tough to do, like all the different types of arrows. See, this one didn't even get a tipped arrow. I mean, look, okay, so ideally, we're gonna want this diamond guy, gonna need all the different types of terracotta. So I would like 4 different versions of the one colored terracotta, because then when you trade to lockout, like each time you're trading, you're getting a stack of that colored terracotta. So 4 green and so on and so forth. So it's a lot more than 16 masons. Because you said you hate your life. So, yeah, it'd actually be like 64 masons that we would want. So that's just to start off with. I would definitely want all the different types of books. But I don't think I want all the different types of arrows. I think that's that's not quite right. We'll probably want about 10 farmer traders to generate emeralds from. Maybe like 10 redstone traders. We only need a handful of cartographers, that sort of thing. So it's going to be a big trading hall down at the bottom. Like, there's a lot going on. Most don't, but they get 2 trades. Interesting. So yeah, it's going to be a big trading hall. It should have the room. I mean, ideally what we would do is I would have this in like levels, right? So down in the basin down here, like it would go all the way around, and then a little bit higher it would go all the way around and kind of like rim it in kind of thing, maybe. Masons get 2 items on the Carter trade, so it's half. Ideally it's half buzz, but you might... Well, I mean, yeah, ideally it's half, but it's all randomized, right? So that's going to take a lot of work. I mean, if I've got, like, 4 trades of just the green terracotta and then some of them are, like, random glazed terracottas, I'll take those 4 green terracotta trades. But then if I get 4, like, I'm struggling to find, like, 1 yellow terracotta trade, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, it's going to be a tough... I think I get what you're saying though. Like, we could do it. We could work it so that you only need 32 villagers. It's going to take more work though to do it that way, because obviously it's all randomized. That's even more work. That's more hating my life. I remember doing the ones that I did on Jimorian's server. I think I only did 32 villagers for that trading hall, for the terracotta, right? So I think I only did 32 for that one. Yeah, 16 and 16. 2 levels, 16 and 16. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going to go on a quick break. We're done with Minecraft for the day. I'm pretty pleased with what we've done. I mean, like I said, I only really wanted to do mindless jobs anyway, because I couldn't be bothered to do anything that was complex, so. 34 librarians sounds about right. No, it would be more than that, because I also want paper trades and bookcase trades, right? So we want at least 4. So probably about 38 librarians. So quite a lot. Quite a lot of villager stuff. I'll probably do the librarians first, let's be honest. They're the ones that we'll do first. But before I even start putting the villagers down there, we need to like kind of make sure that we've got the room for the villagers and things here. And then anything that we need to, like, that we can sell as well. Actually, maybe not anything. Just so I can get rid of junk items. Like, I'm thinking rotten flesh kind of thing. Like, getting rid of rotten flesh would be powerful, but you only need 1 villager for that, because it's 64 pieces of rotten flesh for, like, 2 emeralds or something like that. 3 for the iron farm. Well, I mean, I'll have the villager breeder, right? Like, the iron farm, I don't know where the iron farm's going to go, because I haven't got a design for the iron farm yet. We did talk about the iron farm briefly the other day, before I kind of, like, stop the Minecraft bit. I'll talk about what I was thinking for the iron farm. So the iron farm, we've got multiple different places that we can put the iron farm. We can hang it from the top here and have the golems kind of go like force the golems off into a killing chamber kind of thing. So we could hang it from there, off the ground, so then golems won't spawn around here. Or we could hang it here. This is a little bit more difficult to do, and just make sure we design it in a way so that the golems don't spawn on this like kind of stone here. I need to do a little bit of research for iron golems. See that? Or we could go and put it over there. Also, I need voice channel perms. Yeah, okay. I'll sort that now, actually. Right, I'm gonna go and have a break, and then we will be back with the Fallen Kingdom.